Friday, March the 18th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East along with you here as we continue through what's going to be a very nice Friday, but big weather changes still on tap as we get into the upcoming weekend. Now, yesterday was a very nice day in the Piedmont. Now, began the day with some unsettled weather and some less than ideal weather along the coast, as you can note there from the Avalon Pier web camera time lapse. But wound up being a very, very nice day. And boy, just fantastic throughout. Around the Piedmont, there's the Dowd YMCA camera. Time-lapse imagery from yesterday looking very, very nice. It was just an ideal day with highs in the 70s across many, many areas and plenty of Thursday sunshine. Really a nice-looking setup as yesterday rolled along. These are the numbers for highs yesterday. Still some 80s on the board. Not as warm as the day before by any means, but still certainly warm by March standards. 78 in Charlotte, 83 down in Columbia, Raleigh, 77 yesterday, and 75 in Greensboro. This morning, 50s, a few 40s mixed in through the foothills, the Piedmont, and the mountains, and it's mainly 60s as you get over toward Wilmington and points south along the coast and through much of South Carolina. Radar quiet currently in many areas in the Carolinas. Again, I'm cutting this video during the 5 o'clock hour, but you go south of us, there's been an area of rain and some embedded thunderstorm activity moving through South Carolina and Georgia through the night. That's heading out to sea. Further to the west, pretty unsettled over parts of Mississippi into Alabama this morning. In fact, that is an ongoing severe thunderstorm warning there, that blue outlined area in south central Mississippi, southeast of Jackson. That is really the beginning of what's going to be a relatively active day off to the southwest of us. Now, watch the high resolution modeling as we go through the day, and really notice the general trend here is for an uptick in this moisture off to the west of us that then will ease our way as we get into the weekend. Now, there's your severe weather outlook for today. Big slight risk covering a good chunk of Texas over into Louisiana. Of course, no severe weather up our way today. But that's that organizing storm system heading in our direction. Now, we're able to squeeze in a really nice day today. Plenty of sunshine. All that activity bubbling up off to the west of us. But then tonight, the clouds rather quickly fill in, and we probably start off our Saturday with an overcast sky and some areas of mainly light rain developing. More on that in just a second. Here's your highs across the region today. Pretty nice day still. Again, we're going to squeeze in a really nice Friday, and then lows tonight shape up like that. Now here we go with the weekend. Still some uncertainty with the timing of this. I think really at any point in time now, Saturday, we are fair game to pick up some showery activity or some light rain or drizzle. And then the core of the steadiest rain likely moves through Saturday night and into Sunday morning. So that overnight, Saturday night time period is when your heaviest rain occurs with some lingering clouds and maybe some lingering light rain at times for Sunday. Temperatures definitely held down over the weekend. These are your Saturday high temperatures, and here comes Sunday's highs, certainly on the cool side. Now, I maintain that this is not going to be a huge rain event. Let me show you the European computer model rainfall totals, and we're still looking at a half inch or less in many spots in the Piedmont. Totals ramp up a bit as you get closer to the coast. The GFS computer model, same basic idea. That's the 0Z run. I'll show you more detailed modeling in just a second, but here's the overall idea. Then Sunday, there's your big trough swinging through. And in the wake of that, we see a really broad ridge begin to develop here again across the southeastern part of the country. And that's going to mean a big warm-up next week. In fact, by Wednesday, we're probably back into the 70s for highs in many spots across the region. All right, so here's what is happening at 500 millibars this weekend off the European model. There's that big piece of energy pivoting through. It kind of drags that low pressure up the coast and gives us that cooler and occasionally wet scenario over the weekend. Now let me step you through a few of the computer models here. We'll go to the Canadian model, and this is its representation of things by early Saturday afternoon. You see this rain building into the region, and this is all very light stuff, but it does look like a kind of damp afternoon and evening for Saturday, and pretty cool too. The 0Z run of the GFS, the 6Z, I have not seen it yet due to the time change, but this is the idea for Saturday. You have this area of mainly very light rain moving in. This is on at daybreak on Saturday off the GFS. 6 hours later, there goes that massive rain off to the east. You're left, though, with just a lot of that light rain and drizzly scenario Saturday afternoon across much of North Carolina. You get into Sunday morning, not much happening, but then there's that upper level trough I showed you a moment ago pivots in. GFS cranks out a few more areas of showers. But colder temperatures aloft, even a few snowflakes in parts of the foothills and certainly the mountains with that activity. Let me show you the European model idea. And it has adjusted quicker with this timing. And so here you are as you get into Saturday morning at daybreak. You have some of this light rain moving in. You go 6 hours later, and really that looks very similar to the GFS overall now on the 0Z run. And then there you go on Saturday evening, early in the evening. Now, again, this is not very heavy rain at all, roughly I-85 in points north and west, but it is enough to make it kind of a damp weather scenario for Saturday. Sunday morning, again, not much happening, but then you get into as that upper level trough pivots in, you get to a lot of clouds building back in and maybe some of those showers. And certainly in the colder, higher elevations, some snow showers. Now let's talk about what happens toward the end of the week. Now this is Good Friday on the European model. Notice the main low pressure with that next system is all the way up here in the Great Lakes region. Now again, the weather's going to be great for us Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I think no problems at all with a warming air mass. Wednesday, Thursday, highs back into the 70s. But then late week, another system. Now again, this is the European depiction. Let me show you the GFS. Notice it's much further south with this area of low pressure. This is Valley Good Friday morning. And that looks like a severe weather setup to me. Over part to the deep south in the Tennessee Valley, assuming how things unfold. But again, it's a little different on the European. And then there's your low pressure over Indiana and Ohio Friday evening. It's a good bit south of the European model position rather. And that would be some scattered thunderstorms here in the Carolinas Friday. So that's the next system down the line late next week. All right, that is it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Everybody have a wonderful day, and God bless.